I'm about to lose the fuck up or something. I'll make a show.
Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rides to back and leaves it. Shakes off the defender. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Going to run it. It's Hawkins. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Brown will throw it. Gets it out quickly. Inside the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will... questions to be answered. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Gossett. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's the give off the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here comes the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Harrison. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He'll try to pop the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing.
Grabs it inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And it's right down the boulevard. It's our force to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting it out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Brown wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Moving out to the right. The short hands, it's Wilson. And he'll be brought down.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They boot it away on 4th down. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Gossett. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. LSU quick to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air, it's Gossett. He's going to fire deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback.
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Ming.
Turning it on! They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down, certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to... short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll close the gap to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On the move to his left. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Brown will throw it. Got a man. It's Figueroa. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
On the move, he fires. Got his man.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. He's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. Gets the back moving. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Got him downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Across the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Strickland. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Gossett. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown ball. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Athens is worth its weight in gold to the Bobcats. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He uncorks one deep. He holds it in, and no close. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Now the toss. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. It's a flea flicker. Touchdown, Volunteers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, do you have to love the timing, the sixth sense to call that play and know it'll be successful. Jesse, you're looking for big plays when you call trick plays, and a touchdown, that's exactly what you want.
Man, the quarterback was licking his chops too, David. When he got the ball back from the running back, he knew he had his guy wide open. At that point, you're just thinking, don't underthrow it too badly, and don't miss this guy. Just give him an opportunity, and the trick play pays off.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play, playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse.